everything, man, everything. So, but all right. So what's next on my list here? Kanye again. Slavery is a choice. He came back with us with that.
Damn.
It was like, dude, why? You know, everybody was just like, why won't you just stop talking, man? But you know, he tried to explain himself and all that, and I kind of somewhat understood where he was trying to come from, but it was just like, it's not gonna work. The explanation, no matter how valid you think it is, it's not gonna work. So you might want to just leave it alone, because this was like when he was on Saturday Night Live, and he was a guest on Saturday Night Live, and after the show went off. After that, behind the scenes, he was talking to them, and I think that's when he said it. Or was it on TMZ?
Yeah, it was TMZ.
It was something that happened on SNL too, though.
That was probably a couple of years when he did a couple of things.
Yeah. It was something that, but yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. TMZ, because he was being interviewed by TMZ when he said that slavery was a choice. Speaking of TMZ, Van Lathan got fired from TMZ this year. That's kind of messed up, you know. Just
didn't he the dude pretty much built the brand?
Yeah, I think it was him and Harvey. I think both of them kind of co-founded it. So
damn,
it's kind of messed up, man. I don't know if that's true, but I believe he was, you know, there from the beginning, if not a co-founder.
Man, that's like if you was Mario and like Nintendo, and like my man just came up there, the dude that's over Nintendo, like Mario, we don't need your ass no more. So put him a game. I made it a game.
Now Luigi's the only face in Nintendo.
Yeah, Luigi.
You know what I mean? So, so it's kind of, you know, messed up that they did that, because he just spoke his mind, and you know, he didn't really like hurt nobody. He just said some words to speak his mind, and you know, because he got into it. But then we had the incident about Paul Mooney and Richard Pryor's son, Richard Pryor Jr., supposedly, you know, putting hands on him in a way. I don't know. I mean, Paul Mooney's sons denied it. Paul Mooney himself never spoke out about it. He started canceling shows, saying he was sick and wasn't doing good. So I don't know. We have yet to hear from him, but Richard Pryor's wife spoke out about it and said it was true, because she said Junior did admit to it one day at a party or dinner or something like that. And supposedly she got it on tape.
Damn!
She was like, yeah, when he said it, I actually was recording.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do you like I was trying to do daddy.
Right. So, I don't know, man. That was kind of interesting.
That's crazy.
So we have yet to hear, but then we also had the top 50 rappers list. Remember, that was this year.
Oh, that shit.
That was controversial.
Fucking whack.
I don't know who the hell made the original, but this shit was garbage.
They were probably on lean, fucking popping pills. Like, yeah, they put fucking Joe Budden at number 3.
Right.
Fucking Joe Budden.
Right. It was
nigga.
And they kept themselves anonymous on purpose. They didn't want to get their ass whooped. So, you know.
Yeah, they kind of fucked that list up. But if I made it, and, you know, we kind of talked about it. Yeah. It was the way they worded it. That's where they messed up.
Yeah, so they should have been a little more clear. But I remember I made my own list, and I put it on our Instagram page. Y'all can go back and check that out, because that's up there from back when it first happened. But we had 2 people that are legends in hip-hop that dropped books this year.
Yep.
We had Rakim.
Yep.
Sweat the Technique.
Yep.
Grandmaster Caz. The written lyrics of Grandmaster Caz, where he actually gave you some of his old lyrics and stuff like that. So if y'all want to learn some hip-hop history, go cop those books, man.
Caz, my dude.
Yeah,
for
man.
Real.
He had a Pass the Mic challenge. We missed that, but he had it.
Yeah, Kaz, my dude. I always say this to people like that kind of just fuck up.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, I don't wish nothing bad on them. I don't wish nothing good on you neither.
Right.
Shout out to Kaz.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kaz, man. I wish him much success with that book, and Rakim as well. Rakim was doing a tour. You know, he was going around doing signings, and he actually got to meet what's her name? Jody Watley.
Oh, okay.
She showed up at one of his book signings, and so he said that was a real big deal for him. You know what I mean? So, but I think he did go on Wendy Williams, like you said. Mm-hmm. So, but and then in September we did our Rock the Mic event. We did it down in Statesville. That was big for us because we got a chance to get out the Triad and go see some talent from another part of North Carolina. And we interviewed a lot of people, and we showcased a lot of this stuff on YouTube, so y'all can still check that out. All the interviews and performances are there. Sadly, after we left, they said one of the young men was killed some kind of way. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know how. They didn't really give us any details, but one of the young men passed away after we afterwards. So rest in peace to him, and my condolences to his family. Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5 this year. You remember he was going through a big thing with Birdman for a long time because he couldn't get that released. He finally got that released. I believe it was on his birthday this year.
Okay.
So, I'm sure that did some good numbers because fans were just waiting on that one. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Lil Wayne. We had Kevin Hart had his car accident this year. That was in September. He got hurt pretty bad, but he made a strong comeback, man. I got to give it to him, man. He went through his therapy, physical therapy, and, he right back to the same old Kev. You know what I mean? You can't even tell he'd been in an accident. And they said, like, parts of his bones were shattered.
Damn.
Shattered. And then there was somebody else who was in the car accident as well. So, our thoughts and prayers with them as well. I don't think they really released that person's name, as far as I know. But, you know what I mean? So, our thoughts with them as well. Let's see. We had Tekashi Snitch 9. His court case.
Your Honor!
It was like, dude, you just was so comfortable just giving up the names. I mean, now the average citizen, it's understandable if you go to the cops and you tell them what you know. But if you take on that street life, the gang culture and all of that, it's very much unexpected that you would go and just be giving up names, because what's so funny is after he got arrested, all the stuff that we were seeing where he snitched happened within 24 hours of him getting arrested. Dang. He did not waste no time.
Dang, he gonna tell everybody. Dang, you shit.
Lost it. Yeah, lost my feet over here. That's okay. So, Tekashi, he really, and I mean, from what I understand, he about to get out.
Dang.
He got his sentence wound up being like maybe 2 years or something like that, or a year and a half, and he's already served a lot of that anyway.
Yeah.
So supposedly he can ready to get out, and he ready to drop music and everything.
Nah,
so
I don't
know.
Nowhere near that nigga.
I don't want to.
I wouldn't be nowhere near that nigga.
Exactly.
I would be near.
Somebody had posted, I think it was on Instagram, a picture of him when he was a young kid. And, it was like, this is what your favorite gangster rappers used to look like as kids. And he just looked so square. It was just like, and that, before he had all the tats on his face, he just had regular little curly hair, looking like a little church boy or something. It was just like, wow. But now you gangster and all of that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yep.
What else we got? Tank. His speaking of Tekashi, that was a funny meme. Lilo and Snitch had a picture of Tekashi in the Lilo and Stitch joint. That was funny. But then we had Tank, who said that there was a 2-dick minimum on being gay. I don't know
2-dick minimum.
It was like if you say you suck dick twice, you're not really gay. I guess you gotta wait till you get to that third one. Once you get to the third one, all right, you're officially gay. The first couple of times, you just testing the waters. You just testing the waters. First time, I didn't get the good taste. Let me try it one more time. I don't know. I can't ride with you on that.
I get one time.
I get what he was saying, though.
2-dick minimum.
Yeah, he said it was a 2-dick minimum. So. Then we had Tyler Perry. Much shout outs to him. He opened a 300-acre studio. Over 300 acres.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a whole city right there. 300 acres. I mean, you can get lost in that place, man. And he's got some of the stages and studios on the property are named after famous people like Spike Lee. So I think that's dope because him and Spike actually had a little beef going on over the years. So supposedly, he still named one after Spike Lee just to say, hey, no matter what our differences of opinion are, I think you're great. You know what I mean? So I think that's dope, man. So shout out to Tyler Perry for doing that. This year we also had the Amber Geiger court case with Botham John. Is it John or Gene? I think it's John.
Yeah, John. That's right.
So, I mean, the whole shooting happened in 2018, but the court case happened this year. It was around October. And, and it made headlines because people showed her so much compassion. A lot of people felt like, wow, I wouldn't have done that. And I get it. You know what I mean? I don't really hate them for forgiving her, but I know for me, I wouldn't have been as compassionate. I'd have still wanted to admonish her a little bit more. Like, you were very irresponsible with what you did. Yep. You know what I mean? And it's not like you just opened the door and started shooting. You had a conversation with this man in there, arguing back and forth about it being his house or your house. You had time to look around and see, this ain't my furniture. You had time to look around at the decor and see. I mean, what do you think? He broke in and snuck all the stuff in real quick?
Man, open that shut case, Josh.
He's still here.
This nigger put up he broke in and put up pictures of his family everywhere.
Exactly. So that really, kind of made me upset. Right. Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I don't want to take his jokes and be like, man, that nigga up there telling my jokes.
Exactly. we always gonna show love to Dave.
Yeah.
But the same month in October, we also had the lady Tatiana Jefferson. She was also killed in her home this year by police. Yeah. She was just there playing video games with her. I think it was either her kids or her little cousins or something like that. And I think one of the neighbors or landlord thought something was wrong, so they called the law enforcement. And when they got there, they saw somebody was in there and basically started shooting.
Dang.
And that's really sad, you know what I mean? Because she's just in there playing video games. And, I mean, they said that she did grab her gun because she heard cops sneaking around into the back window. Because they was coming from both sides, like the front and the back. So when she heard them, she went to the window with her gun, but, like, not trying to shoot nobody, just more so ready to protect herself. And then she still got shot and killed. So... But anyway, rest in peace to her. And, our condolences to her family, because that's a huge loss, you know what I mean, when you're not doing anything. We also had Byron Allen's lawsuit against Comcast.
Yep.
That's big, man. I don't know if they're still working on that or if they've come to a final decision. But,
I think they went to the process of moving his case forward or something like that.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know. Yeah. So, they're really trying to wrap it up on that Comcast thing.
Yeah, because, I mean, he and it's well needed to take companies like that to court because they're abusing their status, you know what I mean? And they don't want to share that wealth with minorities like they should, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. So I'm much success to Byron Allen. I mean, he's been doing big things in the industry, and so I'm happy for him. Most of the African American judge shows that are on right now are because of him. Mm-hmm. Because of him. So I'm really liking the fact that he's giving people jobs, and so shout out to Byron Allen. We had Rodney Reed. He was the guy that was on death row. His execution got halted. He was supposed to be executed on November 20th, and they gave him 120 days of a hold on his execution to review more evidence.
Yeah.
So, hopefully something good comes out of that because, that's rough, man. You about to get executed and you really, a lot of people are saying you're innocent. You're saying you're innocent. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? They're reviewing. I'm assuming they're reviewing the evidence as we speak because it's only been a month. So he got 2 more months. You know what I mean? We had our 100th episode this year.
Word.
Yes, sir. We
100.
Celebrated that milestone. We had some bars. You know what I mean? Threw some bars out there. We still gonna keep some bars for y'all. So how we spit some joints, I did too. And, it felt good, you know what I mean? So that was dope, and I can't wait till we get to 200.
Yep.
Then we had Kanye was back in the news again with the Silver Surfer outfit.
What the hell
I don't know.
That shit?
Supposedly it's for one of his Sunday church services. I guess he was playing a an intergalactic version of Jesus? I don't know. I think he looked more like the Silver Surfer than Jesus, but we shall see. Kanye, you just keep us entertained. Just bring back what Black Thought said. You know, the pre-Kardashian Kanye. He mentioned that in one of his rhymes. Talking about how dope he was. He was like, "I'm the pre-Kardashian Kanye." Damn. I was like, "Yo, that's dope."
Damn.
So then of course we have the Nick Cannon, who took an L to Eminem without Eminem even saying one word.
Yeah, there's fans that they got on his ass.
Right. So
I'm not even big for you, too big for you,
right.
Let my fans handle you.
Let
my stands handle you.
The dude that I told you about last week who dropped the diss track, he released another one after Nick Cannon released his last one. He released another one too, and it goes hard too. So I'm gonna have to share that on probably on the Facebook, or maybe I might clip part of it to the YouTube. We'll see. And then finally, I think some of my favorite news of the whole year is that President Trump got impeached.
Oh, there was no regulation, folks. I don't remember. I don't know. We don't have victories anymore, people. We don't have victories anymore.
Yeah. He said we don't have victories anymore. I don't know where you got that from, but... So, that was my favorite part of the year, and I'm glad that it happened. We'll see if he gets another term. They say if he gets kicked out, then he can't do another term. But if he stays, I think he can do another term. I don't know. We shall see. But I think that he's going to have a lot of support because a lot of those people who've been hiding their little racisms and discriminatory personalities are coming out the woodworks now. You know what I mean? We still got people every day just calling the cops on black people just for standing around. You know what I mean? Questioning them and for no reason. You know what I mean? One guy was like a delivery guy for not UPS, was it UPS? Yeah. He was delivering packages and got harassed by a lady talking about, you don't look like you work here.
Got the damn uniform.
Yeah, talking about you look like an illegal. So that was the big year for 2019, and a lot of stuff happened. Did I forget anything?
Just gonna hit on a couple things. I don't want to talk too much. We gotta talk about the Fire Festival. Remember that trash ass?
Ja Rule and the Fire Festival. I don't know why I thought, was that last year?
That was this year. That was this year.
Him and that white dude got in some major heat over that, man.
Yeah. And Cardi B drugging dudes for cash, getting fucked by trannies.
Yo, that was funny.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, Cardi B was doing her thing, drugging people and whatnot. I was like, okay, that's kind of messed up, Cardi. You ain't have to do that.
Also, De La Soul's album this year turned, 330, right? Yeah, 3 Wide. Yeah, 3 High and Rising.
Yeah.
Turned 30.
Yeah.
30th anniversary. And they're trying to get all their rights back from Tommy Boy. And they're going to try to get, the streaming. So we talked about that.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson versus Whack 100.
Oh, yeah. I still want to see the footage from that because supposedly they got into some fist flying.
Yo.
And we never really got to see it.
It's just crazy to me. I ain't never seen someone got their ass whooped and put it up on social media.
Right.
The dude that got their ass whooped.
Well.
Like, yo, man, Tyson whooped me, yo.
Hey.
Champ still got it.
It happened one other time. It did happen one other time when Joe Budden got his ass whooped by the Wu-Tang dude. We're talking about Method Man. Remember that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he got punched in the eye. Remember?
My eyes swollen. Yeah, my eyes swollen. Stupid me, I weave this shit and get fucking hit in the shoulder. Now my shoulder's fucking done off. Good thing it's my right shoulder. Shit.
Because he was talking shit about meth.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And some of the Wu-Tang affiliates, not like Wu-Tang, but some of their people caught him out there and punched him in his face, and he got on camera right after, like went live and had a big eye jam. He was, yeah, you see what they did to me just because I was talking about Method Man. Dude, that was your fault for making yourself look bad. You went on live and did that. So he was still on like the Love and Hip Hop, I think.
Also happened. Jay-Z this year becomes a billionaire this year.
Yep. That was a big thing. I almost forgot about that. Thank you.
And Missy Elliott becomes in the
Songwriters Hall of Fame. Yes, sir. I almost forgot about that. So, yeah.
Celebrated 400 years in the country for African Americans.
Yep.
19 through 2019, August 20th.
400 years since slavery was abolished. So
no, I mean us being in the country, supposedly.
Oh, was it being in the country?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that though. No, my bad, y'all.
Good. I'm trying to think of what else that you kind of touched everything else. Yeah. Definitely, tragic year for black women and children being missing.
Yeah,
black women and black girls. That shit.
Yeah, we did a whole segment about that too, man. Women and even men, but women mostly. Watch your back because they target women for sex trafficking, and there's also organ. So that's why I said, men, you gotta watch yourselves too because they're kidnapping people just to harvest your organs, and they doing stuff like putting things on your windshield wiper when you go in the store so that when you come out and sit in the car, you start seeing it and saying, oh, let me get out and get that. When you get out to bend over to get it, they come up and grabbing you. And so please watch yourselves, you know what I mean? Because they are out there. Watch the cars that are around you when you park, see what looks different when you went in the store versus when you come out the store. Keep your eyes open. I can't stress that enough, man, because it's way too crazy. Keep some pepper spray with you if you're a lady.
Yep.
Anything, a taser. Don't get too trigger happy. Somebody just, hey, man, you know what time it is? Be careful, but, just be ready, if something jump off.
And then the other thing, real quick, Notorious B.I.G. was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He made it in there this year. That's what's up.
And Trump said that black people built this country. Clap that shit up.
Yeah.
Clap that shit up.
But you know what's funny? I'm sure, for me, I think he said that to get people on his side because it's election time. He never said nothing like that before it was time to start getting himself reelected. All of a sudden, he talking to a private group of black people, and not in a real big public forum, just a private group. And you should remember, you built this country. But then, if you listen to the speech, he kind of changed it a little bit. He goes, "Yeah, you built this country." Then he goes, "Well, you built most of it." You know what I mean? Nah, we pretty much built it.
We built it.
It wasn't even most, because we built it.
And we've been here before.
So,
and then we still built it.
Right. So we before we sign it off, we want to give some rest in peace and condolences to all the people that we lost this year. So I want to go through a list of people that we lost so that we can never forget, what they contributed to us, whether it's in music or entertainment in general. There's probably going to be some more that we didn't touch on, but just the ones that came to our mind. So this year we lost the hip-hop icon Bushwick Bill. And I'm going to go through all the names, and then maybe we'll give them a moment of silence at the end. So we lost Bushwick Bill this year, a legendary member of the Ghetto Boys. We lost Jimmy Spicer, who was a pioneer in the hip-hop game. And he really paved the way for a lot of people to get through that door. He was one of those people that was holding open the door for us to get through. We lost Louis Rankin, a pioneer and a big artist in the genre of reggae, which is also another version of hip-hop, pretty much, you know what I mean? So we want to give shout-outs to him and rest in peace to him. We lost John Singleton, the legendary director. He did Boys in the Hood, among other movies like Poetic Justice. I mean, his work speaks for itself. We lost Nipsey Hussle this year. He did it big for the West Coast and hip-hop in general. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he became a well-spoken entrepreneur. He was going around and really inspiring people to do stuff like own their own business and become entrepreneurs, not just be a rapper. You know what I mean? So we lost a legend in the comedy world, Tim Conway. He was known for the Carol Burnett Show and some other stuff, but he was huge. I mean, when I used to be a kid, man, I watched him all the time, man. So Rest in peace to Tim Conway. We lost Diane Carroll this year. Also a legend in acting. We also lost Juice WRLD. He was just coming up in the hip hop game. We lost Phase 2. He was a pioneer. You hear that?
What you doing in here anyway?
What you doing in here
You ought to be
anyway?
home with your mama. How old are you, boy?
How old are you, boy?
13.
That's my man. That's for Papa Wu. Rest in peace to Papa Wu, the elder god from the Wu-Tang. Like I said, Juice WRLD. And then we also had Phase 2. He was a legendary graffiti artist, and he used to make flyers all over New York. He was the one to go to when you wanted your flyers because he was an artist. So he was known for his graffiti and his flyers. He was also a b-boy. I believe he did dancing and maybe a little, I want to say he did some DJing as well. And Eminem lost his father this year. I don't know if they ever patched up their relationship because his father kind of left the situation when he was a kid. But, you know, it's still known that his father died this year. So, you know, rest in peace to him. I think that was that it? Was there anyone else that I missed?
We could probably get it in the crawl, but just a couple of names: John Witherspoon,
yes.
Danny Archuleta, if I'm saying his name.
Aiello, yes,
Aiello.
Danny Aiello, yes,
Yeah.
Thank you. Legend in the acting game: John Witherspoon, actor, comedian.
Elijah Cummings,
yes,
Yeah,
the
so-
congressman, senator.
that walked with Martin Luther King.
Yes,
too.
sir. He was out there, man. So,
We lost a lot of great ones this year.
yeah, man. This has been a whirlwind of emotions this year, man.
Yeah.
So I really feel like 2020 is going to be a big year, and I think that Triad Hip Hop Podcast is going to grow a lot in 2020. But before we do that, let's just give a rest in peace. Let's see. Quick, another name, Toni Morrison, the writer. We lost her this year. Actor Rip Torn, we lost him this year. Bishop Bullwinkle.
Yeah, we did.
Gloria Vanderbilt. Peter Mayhew, the original Chewbacca. We lost him this year. The guy who was Big Bird, James Kennedy. He was not James Kennedy. James Kennedy was Radio. We lost Radio this year.
Yeah, we lost
But the
Radio.
guy who
And
played the
the guy-
original Big Bird.
And we also lost the coach from Remember the Titans. I forgot his name.
Him. Christoph St. John from Young and the Restless, the black dude, he died. Luke Perry, and I think that's it. So yeah, let's give everybody a quick moment of silence, and you know, just to pay our respects. All right, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all doing that with us. You know, we always want to pay respects to anybody who came before us and who paved the way and passed away, never to forget their legacy. So, you know, we appreciate y'all for checking us out. This has been a bonus episode of Triad Hip Hop Podcast, produced by Van Buren.
My man.
And let's get him on camera just so he can say hi real quick. Y'all remember Van? He's been on the show twice already. And his brand is Vantropolis, right? Vantropolis. I'm loving that, man. So, you know, for this bonus episode of Triad Hip Hop Podcast, this is your boy Kurt. This is
Howie.
And my man Van Buren. So we
2020.
appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in 2020. Peace. Hit that